Hey, what is going on, you guys? It is Mr. No Sleep here from Old School RuneScape, and welcome to a brand new loot video for you all today. So today I bring you guys loot from 30 hours of Tempoross, and this is going to be done all on the Iron Man account this time. I'm really excited about this one because I've never been to Tempoross on my Iron Man, and there's all sorts of fishing upgrades that you can get here. So it's going to be very exciting. We're starting at almost 17.3 million fishing XP, so we will be tracking how much XP we get in this 30 hour, and on top of that, I'm going to be saving all of the reward permits, and we're going to be opening those up every 10 hours. So for this one, we're not going to stack them all for the end. I think every 10 hours it'll be a good break and, you know, keep the motivation there. So we're going to be opening them up like that. And since this was my first time here, I got some music tracks unlocked as well as some combat tasks completed. Quite a few of them throughout this 30 hour. And one thing I'm really excited about is the loot. Not only can we receive a lot of fish, which is going to be very useful for cooking and just for, you know, bossing in the future, but I can also receive caskets, which have all sorts of great items inside of them, and spirit flakes, which I will be getting into more in depth later on. Now, the last time I was at Tempoross was about a year ago on my main account, so it's been a while. That's why I was getting the occasional 4 reward permit per game or getting hit by a wave. But nevertheless, with time, I'll definitely be getting better and we should be upping our average. But before we continue, this video is brought to you by Boot.dev. Boot.dev is building the smartest way to master backend development by tackling the hardest problem with e-learning: boredom. Their platform uses tactics learned from modern game design to push ambitious students towards their goal, a career in backend development. Through hands-on lessons that balance theory with practice and an active Discord community, students are prepared to tackle technical interviews and forge a successful programming career. You will learn backend web development from start to finish in the Python and Go programming languages, and the folks at Boot.dev believe the smartest way to learn to code is to make sure you're never bored. Boot.dev is online, self-paced, and feels like a captivating RPG game. The platform is designed to get you writing a ton of code because getting your hands on keyboard and shipping projects is the only way to really learn. And if you're completely stuck or you just want to see how the instructor wrote the code, there are solutions available for every challenge on the site, and programmers often have the option to work remotely from home. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description box and use my code Mr. No Sleep to get 25% off your first payment for Boot.dev. That is 25% off your first month or your first year, depending on the subscription that you choose. And a big thank you to Boot.dev for sponsoring today's video. Alright, with that being said, let's go ahead and get back into today's video. So just a little bit about Tempoross. It does require 35 fishing to try this out. You do need a rope, buckets of water, a hammer, a harpoon. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a smoldering stone on my Iron Man, so I was unable to get a infernal harpoon, which would really help out for points here, because not only is it a little impressive to have on an Iron Man account, but it also cooks your fish while you fish them occasionally, not 100% of the time, and this does save you a lot of time while you're doing the Tempoross minigame. So that is something to keep in mind. Then also, everyone does Tempoross a little differently, I would say. Well, not everyone. A lot of people do kind of do the same rhythm here, but all I'm trying to say is that results may vary. But overall, in the first 10 hour, I really don't have too much to show you guys. This mainly is pertaining to the loot, this video here, so I didn't really have too much footage, but we're going to go ahead and open up our rewards from the first 10 hours. We are going to be expecting to see that collection log drop down pretty soon to see the spirit flakes, and hopefully we are going to be acquiring thousands of them. For those of you who don't know, I do have the heron pet on this account. I've had him multiple times over, mainly because when I went for 99 fishing from 76 onwards, I did sharks to 99, and then after that, all my post XP has been from anglerfish, as well as dark crabs. So yeah, I've had a lot of good RNG with that fishing pet. Hopefully we see the same kind of good RNG, so we get that Tempoross pet today. I think the last pet on this account was the farming pet, so I've gotten all the skilling pets except the rune crafting one, and then there's the other skilling pets like herbivore and the Tempoross, but we were unlucky enough to not get herbivore in that video a couple months back. So hopefully today we see a different outcome regarding the pet. Otherwise, as you guys can see, the loot consists of 2 different planks, normal and oak, as well as high tier fish, because I am above the tier of level 81 plus, which means these are the only fish that I can receive. I can't see anything anything or receive anything lower than this tier. And as the fish accumulate, there is the fish barrel. That is an absolutely incredible reward. It's probably the thing that I wanted most right next to the pet, because now I can bank 28 fish in there. And if I ever go back to mulk fishing, then I can hopefully get some pearls and get the fish sack so that I can equip the barrel onto that and save an inventory space. So essentially I can stay at anglerfish twice as long, and instead of banking just 27 anglers every time, I can bank over 50. So that is awesome. It's such a huge upgrade. Also unlock the collection log for soaked pages, but that's to be expected. It would be nice to get a tome of water, but not really sure where I would use that at. But I have had some good luck at Wintertide. I think I have 3 tomes of fire, so it would look really nice in that tab if we can pull that off. And it looks like we are just about done here. This was a quick 10 hour. Took about 6 minutes or more to open up all of this. I think it's kind of hard to remember, it was a while ago, but overall loot 1.5 mil, 15 caskets, the fish barrel, 48 soaked pages, and 5,374 spirit flakes. We're going to be saving up those caskets for the very end, so look forward to that. And now we go back to do another 20 hours of Tempoross. Nice looking fish tab. I was able to successfully bank everything. It's always a pain having a full bank on the Iron Man, but either way, just like that, in no time at all, 10 hours has gone by once again, and we have received a similar amount of reward permits as we did the first 10 hour. This time it's 400, and well, we're about to find out together. Let's see, that point game was not too bad. 4,700, 402 total permits this time. I think last time was 400. I feel like I'm just going to round to 400 for each of these 10-hour sessions because it's pretty close to 100% accurate, but nevertheless, 1,200 total permits this video. Let's see if we can continue our luck with this next batch. And as I mentioned earlier, these are the drops you can receive at 81 plus fishing. That really does make a difference. Something to keep in mind, the shark, the manta ray, and of course the sea turtle makes up for the most profit here. The lower the fishing you are, you will experience decent XP rates, of course depending on your level, so it is for everyone. That's why there's such a low fishing requirement to be here. Of course, power fishing and other methods of fishing around old school RuneScape could be better XP per hour, maybe better shot at getting the heron pet, but I think Tempoross is awesome for so many different reasons compared to those other fishing methods, because not only do you get decent XP here, but you also get spirit flakes, which for Iron Men, if you don't know, I can go bring 1,000 spirit flakes with me and alongside 1,000 sandworms while fishing anglerfish, and that 1,000 spirit flakes will turn it into 2,000 anglerfish. Well, we have 160 more rewards to go, and it looks like our luck has finally continued with the tackle box. It's really useful, saves a lot of bank space. You can put all of your bait in there, similar to a seed box. So yeah, I'll definitely take that. It'll help out. Not the most interesting reward, but as we can see, the fish and the caskets are continuing to rise and rise. Same with the spirit flakes and the other bait. Now, one thing I want to do with these spirit flakes is I want to use them on my heron pet at the end of the video. I think it takes about 3,000, and that can transform my white bird into a blue bird. And I also want to use some spirit flakes to upgrade my angler outfit. That outfit is really useful in Tempoross because it saves you an inventory space by not needing a rope anymore. But I wanted to save all of my spirit flakes for the very end of the video, so we can just do all of that at that point. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the upgrade. I really do like the original angler outfit, but either way, it's nice to get an upgrade. All right, overall price check once again, 1.4 million GP, and looks like this time we got 4,862 spirit flakes, 23 caskets, which is a significant amount compared to last opening. And yeah, we're just going to continue to bank all of these items. Take a quick look at the collection log. Still missing the big harpoon fish, the outfit, the tome, as well as the pet. So hopefully we can acquire the rest of that. That would be awesome to complete this log, or at least get a little bit closer. But just like that, once again, ladies and gentlemen, there's another 10 hours of Tempoross, another 400 reward permits. Loot from 30 hours of Tempoross has been completed, from 0 to 263 KC and from 0 to 1,200 permits. Let's go ahead and open up these last 400 that remain, and then we'll go ahead and do the price check. But first, we have to open up all these amazing caskets, something that I absolutely love about Tempoross. And what I love about the drops, specifically the ones that are in the casket, is that they're very Iron Man friendly. So if you're a lower level Iron Man and you need access to certain jewelry, then this is definitely the place for you. Really can't wait to open up those caskets. It's probably one of my favorite parts about this mini game, but overall, unfortunately, we didn't get the luck streak continuing with this search. Looks like the fish barrel and the tackle box is all that I will receive as it goes for rares, but as it goes for the loot, 1.6 4.6 mil this time around. So yeah, an additional 200k compared to the normal average. And now it is time to open up these 53 caskets. We can expect a lot of great stuff here. Really glad that they added this into Tempoross. I just can't get enough of these caskets. So much rune items, silver bars, which are very useful for Iron Man, as well as all that jewelry to make bracelets and just enchant these rings. Clue scrolls as well, but I did not do those this time around. There's a reason for that, but yeah, you're going to see a clue scroll video soon anyway, so don't you worry about that. And the overall loot from the caskets, about 700k. So if we go ahead and price check everything else, we'll get the full amount here from 30 hours of Tempoross. Really enjoyed this one. Not as much as Guardians of the Rift, but 4.6 mil from the overall loot. Plus the 700k means we made about 5.3 million GP from 30 hours of Tempoross if I were to sell all the loot. But we're going to keep it, of course, because we're an Iron Man. 15,600 Spirit Flakes as well. Gonna go ahead and trade in some Spirit Flakes to obtain the outfit. It's 1,200 flakes per outfit piece, so it didn't cost too much. We're now down to 10,800, but with the outfit acquired and all the collection log slots, it's definitely worth it. Now we're gonna use another 3,000 flakes to make my white bird turn into blue, and yeah, it just looks absolutely incredible. Look at that, guys. Fishing cape goes so well with this outfit, and that pet, don't even get me started. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Almost 2 million fishing XP gained, so that is something to keep in mind as well. If you want to help support the channel further, feel free to check out boot.dev in the description below. And here's the loot on RuneLite. Also, want to give a big thank you to DeceptionZ, xXzoticx, and Angel's Blood for the Tier 3 support every month, as well as a big thank you to all of the other channel members. And until next time, Mr. No Sleep out.